Some Star Wars fans want to meet all the famous actors. Other ones want to collect all the expensive things. I just want to go there. That's it. That's it. Hello and welcome back to Coffee on Korriban. Today we are reacting to episode 8 of the Andor series on Disney+. I'm loving this show so far. If you've been following along with any of my recent videos or live streams, you'll know that I'm really eating up everything that this show is giving me. And based on the polling in my community tab, a lot of you guys are as well. The action is not as important for many of you, but the world building, the dialogue, the characters, those are all top notch in this show. It really continues to prove to me that the writers of this show know what they're doing. And I'll tell you what this show is not doing: giving me any hint of Disney. Now, for me, that's a good thing. I don't really care for Disney storytelling, not the modern Disney storytelling, and especially not the Disney storytelling we've gotten in Star Wars. But I fully believe that this show is the best Disney Star Wars we've gotten since Rogue One. A lot of people are even saying since Empire Strikes Back. Now, personally, I'm a prequels guy, but this show is really delivering on those fronts. The characters are fantastic. We care for these bad guys. And speaking of bad guys, I really expect Cyril Karn to do something in this episode. I don't really know what. I still don't know exactly what side he's going to go for. I have a feeling that he's going to stick to his morals, his perceived morals, and try to continue the work of the Empire. Try to continue the work that he was doing when he was part of the Morlana Corps. He's going to continue that because that's all he knows. He's trying to do the right thing. We left off last episode with Andor going to prison, so I'm anticipating and seeing what the prison is like. Hopefully we get a little bit more insight as to how the Empire operates, especially with its captives. Looking forward to seeing some information about that, as well as, who is going to break him out. Is Bix coming back to break him out? Is Vel going to assemble a team? Is she going to contact Saw Gerrera? Who is going to break him out? And I'm expecting, if the pattern holds, for this to be another kind of setup episode, to where next week we have another one of those mini finales, just like we got in episode 3, episode 6, next week's episode 9, and then obviously 12, the finale of the first season. I think that that's how they're doing it. I know that's how they're doing it for the second season. But I'm expecting this to set up all the pieces and build the tension so we get a big payoff. And I'm assuming next week is going to be the prison break episode. That's where our action is going to come from. But it's just a question of how are those pieces going to come together. And I'm really looking forward to it. So that is about all my thoughts going into this episode. Definitely share with me down below how you felt about this episode. And if you want to continue this discussion, please feel free to join my Discord, because we talk a lot behind the scenes there. You're welcome to join and continue in that conversation. And if this is your first time clicking on any of my videos, first off, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate every single view you guys are giving me. If you want to become a part of this community, make sure you subscribe. You don't have to, but I would greatly appreciate it. Speaking of which, that is our secret code word for the week: community. Go ahead and put that in the comments below in all caps, so you will get an extra special shout out in next Monday's live show. We do live shows Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern every single Monday. Subject to change because I have 2 very young padawans. But without wasting any more time, I'm ready. You better be ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Again, the music is so good. It's almost like vaporwave. I love it. I love it. Shore troopers are just still so cool. Narkina 5. Look at that place. That's so cool. Can I just go there, please? Look at that. Can I just sit there and look at the screens and play with the buttons, please? That's all I want. That's all I want. Some Star Wars fans want to meet all the famous actors. Other ones want to collect all the expensive things. I just want to go there. That's it. That's it. Oh, is he gonna get his one shot? I love that suit. Can I wear that? Again, you empathize with him.
I'm Lieutenant Ed Ramiro.
Here's the meetup. Oh, look at that whirlpool. That is terrifying. All right, let's see what kind of brutality they have in this prison. Oh, the snowboard boots. Oh, is this like from what is it? Legends, where they have the floor is like water and it's electrified. So if like one person messes up, then they all get electrified. Look at the look on his face. Cool snowboard boots, though. Oh, I feel bad for my boy. Now, where does he go from here? Does he completely flop and now help the rebellion? Or does he go on his personal vengeance tour? This is very official, how they're doing all of this.
My name is Kino Loy. I'm the 5-2D unit manager.
My name is Gollum.
59 men in this. Don't ever slow up my line.
Scary, scary, but the acting is so good. Olaf, isn't that guy from Frozen? Now, what are they building? I want to know what it is and how it works. Ooh, it's worms. Dissolvey worms?
I wish I had better news.
Small talk is so fascinating in this scene. Something bad is going to happen. Something terrible is about to happen. Dang. That reminds me of Camino a little bit. Is that the night shift and the day shift going in and out?
These are dangerous times.
Dangerous time.
Are they not?
Do you feel under threat?
Don't worry. You learn to eat it.
Lovely.
Tough way to-
I would get off the floor if I were you.
We stand here admiring the view.
So is this whole location the Chandrilan embassy on
I
Coruscant?
think I'd never leave. Well,
That's
okay,
cool.
isn't it?
That's going to be so sketchy, putting up an act in front of all those people. Something bad's going to happen. What if those are just like connector pieces for the Death Star? How nuts would that be? Oh, it's the other boy. Oh, that's one of the Gungan shields in the back, isn't it? I don't know if I caught that before. I really missed it a few episodes ago. But cool. Is that going to end right here? Nope, not yet. Oh, this isn't good. He's going to jump. No, what's going on now? Stormtroopers are a little bit scary. Yeah. Oh, Saw Gerrera.
Them coming down hard. Oppression breeds rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Krieger needs their support.
I'm not for hire.
Think of it.
What are you?
Yeah, what are you? The world wants to know.
Coward.
See, this is what I want to know, is how did they all come together, all the different factions? How do they all come together at the Rebel Alliance? Oh, great. Isn't that the singer for System of a Down? That's hopeless, and it's going to end right here. Oh! Wow. Just wow. The detail in this show is just so fantastic. And I'm not even talking about little Easter eggs and subtle things that only super fans are going to pick up. I mean, like, even the costumes and the architecture and the different weaponry and just all the little details that come together to add into this world. It is so amazing. Again, does not feel like Disney. Have we ever had a suicide in Disney before? I don't think so. And not that that's a good thing, but the fact that they're willing to put that realism into this, because it's a hopeless prison that these people are in. I mean, they're working 12 hours a day at the threat of death, essentially, being pushed like it's a game to try to beat the other tables, the other floors, the other levels. And I don't remember where that idea was from with the electrocution floor, but they're definitely borrowing that idea from somewhere else, and it's really cool that we're actually getting to see that implemented. And it turns out that going to meet with Saw didn't really have anything to do with Andor, I believe, and like breaking him out of prison. No one knows that he's in prison at this point. I still believe we're going to see him getting broken out later. What kind of information are they going to get out of Bix other than maybe confirming who Andor is, or maybe they're going to find her to tie her back to Luthen, which I guess is what they're going for.
I think something also is up with what's her name's daughter.
Mon Mothma's? Yeah, and as she was just pointing out, there's something definitely weird with Lita and how she's like scared in front of other people.
Maybe she's a part of the rebellion.
So maybe she's a part of the rebellion, exactly. And then all the small talk among the Coruscant elites, the senators and their friends and stuff is really entertaining, and completely meaningless. But it's really nice to see how those people live. And I think she is the hostess of the Chandrilan embassy on Coruscant, which is a really cool idea. That would make sense since she's the senator from Chandrila. But just all the way that they speak is so sophisticated and proper, sort of like we saw last episode with the ISB meeting, in that it's almost like Pride and Prejudice, which is, my second favorite movie behind Revenge of the Sith. But the way that they're speaking is very formal, and it shows you kind of where they're at in society. And I love that we're getting to see that little argument session about the 4 differing opinions about, oh yes, the Empire should crack down. If they have nothing to fear, then absolutely, like, they shouldn't worry about all the harsher punishments. And then other people are saying, like, well, as Mon Mothma said, what is the definition of wrong? Like, if they're not doing anything wrong, but who decides what is wrong? And that has direct parallels to the current state of politics in America, specifically in regards to free speech. It's like, well, don't say anything wrong. Well, who decides what is wrong? And so applying that to the Empire in this scenario, like, well, don't go against the Empire. Okay, well, what counts as going against the Empire? Are you not allowed to have an opinion that the Emperor is not doing a good job? I also really want to see how Mon Mothma is going against Emperor Palpatine and challenging that overreach. What overreach is he doing aside from this? It was a PORD act or whatever it is. I forgot what it stands for. I would love to see more scenes from the Senate chamber of her actually arguing these points in front of all of the other senators. I just want more of the Senate chamber too.
I think something's going on with the sign language guy.
Something's going on with the sign language guys. They're planning something. And also the outfit that Cyril was wearing was so cool. The very nice suit with the high collar and the tie that didn't go around his neck, but it started right there. Like, I want that outfit. Can I wear that, please? Can I go to the places? That's all I want, is to be a part of this. But this show is really delivering on that world building and making these locations and these people and the outfits feel real. People have been complaining, from what I hear, that there's a lack of aliens, but I mean, we got aliens. I don't really see the problem with it. But again, the detail that they're putting into making this feel legitimate, authentic, genuine is just top notch. I'm really appreciating it. So next week, I'm assuming, is going to be the finale of this 3rd arc in this 1st season. So I'm really looking forward to that. But we will have to wait until next week to figure out if that is the case. Until then, thank you very much for watching. If you've been here from the very beginning of the video, I really appreciate your time. May the stash be with you, and I will see you wherever I happen to see you in the galaxy.
Sorry, everybody.